Good evening and welcome to Namaste, where you must live and learn so you don't get burned. Thank you so much for tuning in this evening. We are going to be discussing forgiveness. A lot of us, to this day, we still have someone that we really need to forgive, whether that be ourselves, whether that be the ex, whether that be the best friend, whether that be your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, whoever. After you finish listening to me, I pray that you will find it in your heart, mind, body, soul to text that person, call that person, email that person, whatever you got to do to get to that person and just tell them that you forgive them. You don't have to tell them that you're friends again. You don't have to tell them that everything is back to normal, but you should tell them that you forgive them. Or you should look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself if there's something that you've done that you feel you need to forgive yourself for, because we've all been there, right? So life is absolutely positively too short to not forgive and to not live. There are so many of us that tend to be stubborn and hold grudges, right? But that's due to what? Lack of communication, and that's also being petty. You don't want to be petty. We've all been in the petty box, right? Me included. I've been in the petty box, but that was before when I was immature. Now, as a mature grown woman, I refuse, just like you should, because a lot of grown people are watching this, right? You should refuse to be in the petty box. You should choose to be more godly. I'm not going to get all religious on you, but you should, right? Because being godly is being positive, right? And when you're positive, you feel better. When you forgive others, you feel better. Studies show that people that are more forgiving actually live longer. You can go to huffpost.com. That's where I got some of my data from about health and forgiveness. It says that people who practice conditional forgiveness, and that's when you're waiting for the other person to say they're sorry first, tend to have shorter lifespans. How deep is that? Yes, shorter lifespans. It says people who hold grudges have an increased heart rate and high blood pressure. Not good. It says your body is less tense when you forgive. That's a no-brainer. And it says people who forgive establish longevity. They absolutely live longer. So I hope you listen to those 4 things because they're totally true. And if you want to read more, go to huffpost.com. It's a really good article. John Hopkins is on there. Different medical facilities are on there with different studies that they did. So when you forgive, forgiveness is not really for the other person. It's for you. Because when you make the choice to forgive, you're making the choice to give yourself peace of mind, which lessens anxiety, because people that hold grudges and people that are stubborn, they absolutely have more anxiety, which leads to more health issues, right? Anxiety can cause lack of sleep. Lack of sleep can cause a weakened immune system. And I believe the article said it can cause stroke. Don't quote me on that. I need to look that up. But it absolutely does cause health issues, which you don't want, right? So if you know that forgiveness can make you a healthier, happier person, why not do it, right? That is the importance of surrounding yourself with positive people, going to church or being a part of a group or being around people that will lift you and not, drag you down or drain you. You need to be around people that are optimistic and positive because that will rub off on you and you will be more forgiving as opposed to being around somebody that's more negative, right? because negative people are draining, but they also rub off on you. If you continue to put yourself around people that aren't encouraging, that aren't lifting you up, right? Emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, you have to have that sense of well-being, so that you can be a healthier person. At the end of the day, that is what you want, right? Healthiness means happiness. So there are some books that I found that I think will be great. Grab your pen or your iPhone or your iPad or whatever you write with. The first book is called Forgive and Live, and that is by Beth Hunter. The other book is called Live to Forgive, Moving Forward When Those We Love Hurt Us. And that was written by Jason Romano. I also would like to read for you Ephesians is like one of my favorite books in the Bible. And Ephesians 4:31 through 32, in case you want to grab your Bible and read along with me, I'll give you a second, literally. Okay, here we go. It says, let all bitterness, wrath, and anger, and clamor, and evil speaking be put away from you with all malice. And be ye kind one to another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, even as God for Christ's sake hath forgiven you. Even as God for Christ's sake hath forgiven you. So, God gives us a chance every day. He forgives us every day. So why on earth can you not forgive? Why can you not forgive yourself for whatever it was that you did? And why can you not communicate and forgive that other person? You don't even have to verbalize it. You can say it to yourself in your heart, in your mind. I forgive, fill in the blank. I forgive, fill in the blank. Go to the nearest mirror, look at yourself and say, I forgive myself. Because we also battle with forgiving ourselves for something we might have done to someone, right? And it's also important to forgive because karma's real. She's real, right? She's very real. And the last thing we need is more of her in our life, right? We don't want karma in our lives. She's a bad person. So, yeah, me personally, I have forgiven everybody for the most part. I've forgiven everybody that has done something wrong to me. I am still working on forgiving myself for some things that I've done, right? But baby steps. We've all been there. We all need to love ourselves and be a work in progress. We're all a work in progress. We all have things that we need to work on. But if you don't admit that you need to work on those things, how can you conquer what you won't confront? If you know that you need to tell someone that you forgive them or ask for their forgiveness, you need to do it so that you can have peace of mind, so that you can move on with your life. And forgiveness doesn't necessarily mean you have to deal with the person. I forgive you, but I choose to keep things the way they are. I love you, I forgive you, but I choose to keep things the way they are. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But you will feel a better sense of peace and well-being, overall well-being, if you do that. So my advice to you tonight, right? Don't put it off till tomorrow. Do it tonight. Call that person up. Text that person. Yeah, get your phones out. Text that person, please. I'm sorry, or please forgive me, or, whatever you have to say to make things okay. You need to do it. And there's so many families out there, and there's so many friends out there, and there's so many relationships, brother, sister, mother, father. There's so many relationships out there that are so broken because of one stubborn person, and that's all it takes. That's all it takes is one person to be stubborn. That's all it takes is one person to say, I'm done. I'm not going to forgive you. I'm not going to talk to you, because that's the easy way out. And the easy way out is lightweight and mature. You might think it's less stressful because you don't have to deal with it, but it's more stressful because once again, remember what I read earlier, it does increase your heart rate. It does increase anxiety. It does increase your blood pressure. And those are things that you just simply do not want, right? So please connect with that person tonight. Connect with yourself tonight. Forgive and live. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Please give me your comments down there, right? Please give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much for your support. Nala is out. I say namaste. I hope you had a fierce day. Ciao.